And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Practice, and it's up again.
Went in there a bit too quick in the runoff area, clearly.
Well, as he tried to turn the right wheel.
America, land of the free, land of hyperinflation, guns, bald eagles, and democracy.
To do with, look.
It's a country that many are proud of and many are also, well, not that proud of, but a nation that has impacted the world in so many ways, especially in the world of motorsports. They invented NASCAR, muscle cars, made George Washington drive a Dodge Challenger, and most importantly, they made the Cars movie.
Hey!
Now that right there is literally peak. But what if I told you that the best thing to come out of the US in the world of motorsports wasn't that, or this either? What if I told you that the best thing to come out of the United States in motorsports is Logan Sargeant, ladies and gentlemen, aka the greatest F1 driver of all time, the GOAT. Now I know most of you guys would go, Rick, where the fuck is Latifi? And well, that's fair, he is the GOAT, but I'm sad to report that after being out of F1 for way too long, Latifi has ascended to GOAT heaven. God bless his soul. But that's why in this video, I'm gonna take my time to actually talk about a driver that I think is his worthy successor, Logan Sargeant. Jokes aside, his story in F1 has actually been such a roller coaster, from decent performances to completely tragic ones, which is why in this video I'll be covering everything about this man, what he's done so far in his career, what went wrong, what went right, and of course, his journey of becoming the GOAT. In Logan's journey of becoming one of the greats, like the others before him, he had to suffer first. And it all began in 2023, where things went horribly wrong for Logan. In every possible way. Logan's first season in Formula 1 can be described with one word: traumatizing. In his first race, he pulled off 2 clean overtakes right at the start and finished in a solid P12, but from that point on, it just went downhill.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh God! No! No! No!
He crashed into Nick Debris in Australia, kissed the wall in Baku, kissed another wall in Spain, DNF'd in Canada, spun in Hungary, kissed the wall again in Belgium, again in Zandvoort, then Singapore, and also Japan. Logan's start to Formula 1 was a nightmare, not just for him, but also his fans and even the walls on track. They shit bricks the moment they see him. And the worst part is, this nightmare never ended. It was frustration after frustration after frustration. Logan's driving was traumatizing.
Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down!
Now, of course, how could our GOAT possibly start off this bad? Well, 2 words: Williams and pressure. The worst combo an F1 driver could ever have. Apart from Haas in rookie season or Red Bull and potential seat losing, of course. But seriously though, Logan was not just driving an absolute tractor of a car, he also had to perform with it, keep up with Alex Albon, who was in his 5th season, have an entire country count on him, and he doesn't even know what a kilometer is. How was he supposed to know how fast he should go? Overall, the pressure was immense for Logan, and this didn't just affect his driving, it also affected his personality. Many Williams fans could tell that in Logan's debut, he was so pressured by the fact that he's representing the US that anything he would say in interviews is just about him being American.
When they like to call you Pookie. That's you.
Don't put that on
I
me.
think that's you more than me now.
That's not even American. That's
Yeah,
just like TikTok.
Now don't get me wrong, freedom is dope as fuck, but I wanted Logan to speak more about himself instead of his country, you know, because all he says in interviews is just, hi, my name is Logan Sargeant. Hot dogs and hamburgers, baby. God bless America. But thankfully, even with that kind of pressure, Logan still knew his limits. In Qatar, he was feeling unwell and told the team that he had to retire.
I don't feel well, man.
Are you retiring, mate? Are you retiring? It's your call, buddy.
Yeah, I need to stop. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Now, some people hated the guy for this. I've heard people say that he's weak, but personally for me, at least he knew when to stop pushing, because that could have ended horribly for him and everyone else. Despite the huge pressure after getting bad race results left and right, he made the right decision. Instead of doing a Charles Leclerc and pushing himself beyond his limits,
Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! He's spun off the road!
Logan took a step back. But there's no doubt that this destroyed his confidence even more. However, that didn't stop him from occasionally popping off. Right after Qatar, the US Grand Prix, one of his 3 home races, this was where Logan started showing signs to us on why he's the GOAT. In qualifying, he finished P16, the usual, but as the race went on, cars started to retire left and right.
Yes!
Including Alonso, unfortunately.
No! Fuck! Shit!
But Logan climbed his way up, overtaking the Hasses, Saubers, the inconsistent Daniel Ricciardo, and finished the race in P12. This was one of his highest finishing positions in his career, not that far off from his teammate either. But just before you think it can't get any better, it did. Boom and bam. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton were disqualified from the race, therefore putting Logan Sargeant up to P10, baby. On that very day, Logan Sargeant scored his first point and became the first American driver to score a point in Formula 1 since Michael Andretti at the 1993 Italian Grand Prix. Just give the man the Medal of Honor at this point. Oh my god, this is a moment in history. Take a picture. But for real though, even with such an atrocious season, Logan did cool things and showed some positive traits. He got a point for America and displayed solid self-control. That right there is some GOAT behavior. And he continued to show more of this in 2024. 2024 has been a much nicer year for Logan. Obviously, bro was still, treating his car like a bowling ball.
Nice car.
But we can see that he has improved, even if it's just a little bit. He finishes closer to his teammate Alex Albon, has slightly better qualities compared to last year, and is making less mistakes than usual, but unfortunately still getting tangled in other people's mess.
Bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
But what truly made him the GOAT in 2024 was him sharing his fucking car. In Australia, earlier in the season, Alex Albon crashed his Williams in FP1. The car suffered huge damage on the chassis, and since Williams is broke as shit, they didn't have a spare one for Albon. And so as a brilliant solution, they offered Logan's car to him. Now, I completely understand why they did this, but the disrespect. Giving Alex Logan's car would mean that Logan's only other option was to run a Stephen Hawking setup on the grid. But that wasn't gonna happen.
Happy birthday to Alexander Albon and his present, Logan Sargeant's car.
Thankfully though, this process was easy for Williams because Logan agreed to give up his car, deciding to be a team player, helping Williams in any way that he can, even if it meant sacrificing his seat. I can just smell that Logan's motto in life is probably sharing is caring. Heck, even a TikTok filter could sniff that out.
No weird tattoos. Okay. Uses emojis. Knows how to share. I mean, knows how to share is a big one.
Knows how to share, GOAT behavior. But going back to Williams, they actually did Logan dirty, and I'm not gonna let that slide. Williams, how are you gonna let your driver improve if you're not gonna let him drive? I get that improving Logan is probably gonna take a lot of time and money, but this could have made him drive worse. Imagine the confidence you'd lose after your team gives your car to someone else. If they don't even believe in you, how can you believe in yourself? And plus, Logan has been getting treated like shit by other people too. I mean, just take a look at this interview.
Carlos Sainz has been announced as a Williams driver next year. Did that news come as a surprise to you?
No, not necessarily.
Would you consider staying with the team as a reserve driver next year?
Depends.
What in the fuck was that question? I mean, I get it that Logan may not be the best, but why even ask him that? Show some respect at least. You're literally kicking this guy down while he's already on the ground. The fact that Logan didn't break down, get depressed, or lose it was commendable. I think his level-headedness is definitely a bit around the level of Oscar Piastri. He's just chill like that. Another GOAT behavior. But where Logan really started to shine was right after he said this.
What are your thoughts on the whole what the F is a kilometer bit?
Well, I mean, I can confirm I do know what a kilometer is. Throw that out there.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is Logan finally revealing to us that he knows what a kilometer is. And at that very moment, he unlocked his true form. In the next races of the 2024 season, Logan continued to get outqualified by Alex Albon. It was embarrassing. He did, though, finally outqualify Alex, but it was for like P19 and Alex's lap time got deleted anyway. But hey, you know, a win is a win, baby. You know how it is. But seriously, though, that was just a fluke, and Logan was incapable of outqualifying Alex consistently. But someone he did manage to outqualify consistently was Sergio Perez. Monaco, Canada, Silverstone, Hungary. Those were the few races where Logan the GOAT Sargeant completely outclassed Sergio Perez in qualifying. Logan has outqualified Checo more than enough times to jeopardize the pendejo's career. I can't believe everybody's looking at Max versus Norris when the actual battle we're witnessing is Logan versus Checo. This right here is the next Mexico-American war. Now obviously this is more of a dig on how bad Checo is than praising Logan, but hey, let's just take the time to appreciate the man on the other side of the mirror for once. Logan, these were beautiful. Also, not to mention, in some of the times here, Logan's car didn't have the same upgrades as Alex's, and yet he still pulls that off. This is literally Sergio Perez with his fine-tuned RB20, and that's Logan with his barely upgraded Williams, still managing to beat him. And that right there is why he's the GOAT. The GOAT! However, Logan did go on to crash here, and here, and here. And he did crash really hard into the barriers in Suzuka, which might make you think this makes him not the GOAT. And if you do, well, you're wrong. Because here's what I have to say. This was AI generated, this happened in your dreams, this was CGI orchestrated by enemies of the United States, and this was Logan crashing his car on purpose so that Alex doesn't get to use it. Now, I don't know what to tell you guys, but Alex is playing checkers and Logan's just playing 4D chess. GOAT behavior. Oh, and also this? Now, you might think I can't explain Logan out of this one, but he's just making a dope album cover. I don't know what else to say. Although jokes aside, I do have to say that Logan's radio after his crash in Suzuka was quite painful.
You okay?
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm okay.
It really sucks to see a driver who is clearly trying his hardest just to fumble left and right. Logan even said in an interview that he's improving, but it just isn't enough to be seen. At this point, I just kind of feel bad for the guy. You know, one half of me thinks, man, you know, maybe Logan does deserve another year in F1, but my other half still says, seats are not given by pity, you know, they need to be earned, and Logan just has not earned that. But hey, at least he's kind of showing better personality. Logan has been showing a much better personality lately. I've been watching the little podcast that he and Alex have been doing for the team, and he actually kind of talked more about himself. Although, the only clip I can remember is Alex talking about breast milk for some reason.
If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Because scientifically, the best would be breast milk. Because it has all the vitamins.
But for real, Logan has been a lot more vocal and open lately. He even embraced the America memes and actually used the humor to add more to his personality. I mean, sure, it's still all about America, but hey, you know, at least he ain't shy about it or anything. Which means now his driving is the only thing he lacks. Which is kind of a bad thing. Okay, more like a really, really bad thing. But still, a lot of us still think he's a worthy successor to Nicholas Latifi. And why? Well, like a goat, his car ate a whole lot of grass. I'm joking. Not really. But of course, before we head to why Logan is the GOAT, I just want to say thank you to all my patrons. You know, you guys have been the best. And if you guys watching this video want to support me, feel free to join the Patreon. You know, I'm currently working on more bonus content on there, and this video was actually uploaded on there earlier. So if you guys want those kinds of perks as well, you can easily join. Link is in the description. But now, back to the GOAT. Despite his rough performances, from what we learned so far, Logan is still the GOAT. Because 1, he knows how to share. 2, kept himself mentally stable, although he really shouldn't be after all that. 3, earned his first point for America, which also means he scored more points than Vettel, Senna, and Schumacher in 2023 combined. And even Latifi himself. If that isn't enough to convince you that he's the peak of driver evolution, I don't know what else to say. 4, completely fucked over Sergio Perez's career. This isn't even sarcastic. My guy clowned Checo so hard. And 5, he's a pretty solid guy that you would want to hang around and have a beer with. Or should I say, root beer? Ultimately, Logan may be addicted to bringing out red flags, but this man has stolen our hearts. I wish we saw him in a better team with full confidence, but hey, you know, God had to nerf him somehow. It is sad that he'll be replaced by Carlos Sainz, but I do hope to see Logan maybe in other motorsports in the future. And I know some haters might be saying, Rick, how could you possibly call him the GOAT if he's being sacked? Well, hey, even if you're the greatest of all time, sometimes you have to fall to pick yourself back up. Carlos Sainz is falling forever though. There is no way in hell he's gonna be able to pick himself back up in a Williams. If they have a tractor for 2025, he's dead. Prepare his grave.